Dave Parker, born David Gene Parker on June 9, 1951, in Grenada, Mississippi, was a towering figure in Major League Baseball, known as the Cobra, for his electrifying presence and five-tool prowess. A right fielder whose 19-year career from 1973 to 1991 included stints with the Pittsburgh Pirates, Cincinnati Reds, and others, Parker earned the 1978 National League MVP, 2 World Series titles, 1979 Pirates, 1989 Athletics, 2 batting titles, 3 Gold Gloves, and 3 Silver Sluggers. His 2,712 hits, 339 home runs, and .290 batting average cemented his legacy, culminating in his 2024 election to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2013, Parker passed away on June 28, 2025, in Cincinnati, Ohio, just 29 days before his scheduled Hall of Fame induction. This biography explores his early life, career, personal challenges, lifestyle in 2025, cause of death, and enduring legacy, celebrating a baseball icon whose swagger and skill inspired generations. Dave Parker was born in Grenada, Mississippi, and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, where his family moved during his childhood. Growing up near Crossley Field, home of the Cincinnati Reds, Parker honed his baseball skills in parking lot games, as noted in a 2025 Wikipedia entry. His father, Dick Parker, worked as a shipping clerk in a foundry, instilling a strong work ethic. At Carter Tech High School, Parker excelled in both football and baseball, starring as a tailback until a knee injury his senior year shifted his focus to baseball. A fond memory, shared in a 2014 Bleacher Report interview, was hitting a home run at Western Hills High School that landed on a Frisch's restaurant roof, a testament to his raw power. Parker's athletic talent drew attention from scouts, and in 1970, the Pittsburgh Pirates selected him in the 14th round of the MLB draft. His early life in Cincinnati's tight-knit community shaped his bold personality and competitive drive, traits that defined his career. Despite facing racial challenges as a black athlete in the 1970s, Parker's confidence and charisma shone through, setting the stage for his rise as a baseball star. Parker debuted with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1973, quickly establishing himself as a five-tool talent, hitting for average and power, speed, fielding, and a cannon arm. By 1975, he was a regular in right field, succeeding Roberto Clemente and drawing comparisons to the legend, though he insisted, per MLB.com, "I was trying to make my mark as the first Dave Parker." From 1975 to 1979, he batted .317 with an .891 OPS, showcasing his dominance. In 1977, he won his first NL batting title with a .338 average, throwing out 26 runners, a career high. The following year, 1978, was his pinnacle. He led the NL with a .334 average, .585 slugging percentage, .979 OPS, and 7.0 WAR, earning the NL MVP with 21 of 24 first-place votes, per Sporting News. In 1979, Parker was instrumental in the Pirates' World Series championship, hitting .310 and earning All-Star Game MVP honors for 2 outfield assists, including a legendary throw to home plate. His arm, praised by fans on X as a rocket, led to 3 consecutive Gold Gloves, 1977 to 79. He signed a groundbreaking 5-year, $5 million contract in 1979, making him MLB's second player to average $1 million annually. However, his career faced challenges in the early 1980s due to injuries, weight gain, and cocaine use, which he admitted during the 1985 Pittsburgh drug trials, per the New York Times. His testimony, cooperation, and community service mitigated a 1-year suspension. Parker rebounded with the Cincinnati Reds from 1984 to 1987, hitting .312 in 1985 and finishing second in MVP voting. He won his second World Series with the Oakland Athletics in 1989, contributing as a designated hitter. His final seasons with Milwaukee, California, and Toronto saw him maintain a .290 career average, with 339 home runs and 1,493 RBIs. After retiring in 1991, Parker coached for the Angels and Cardinals and served as a Pirates spring training instructor. His 2024 Hall of Fame election by the Classic Baseball Era Committee, with 14 of 16 votes, was a long-awaited honor, though his death prevented his attendance at the July 27, 2025, induction. Dave Parker passed away on June 28, 2025, at age 74 in Cincinnati, Ohio, from complications of Parkinson's disease, which he was diagnosed with in 2013, as confirmed by sources like Wikipedia and Times of India. The neurodegenerative disorder, which erodes motor function, caused symptoms like tremors, slurred speech, and slowed movements, noted in a 2025 Hindustan Times report. While the exact cause of death remains undisclosed, Parkinson's complications were likely a contributing factor, per Times of India. Parker's passing, announced by the Pittsburgh Pirates before a game, prompted a moment of silence at PNC Park, as reported by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. His death, just 29 days before his Hall of Fame induction, was described by MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred as a profound loss, per ESPN. Parker's battle with Parkinson's was public since 2013, when he disclosed it to the Pittsburgh Tribune-Review. He managed symptoms through cycling, golf, and diet, often avoiding medications, and founded the Dave Parker 39 Foundation to support research, per Times of India. His resilience in facing the disease mirrored his on-field tenacity, though it limited his mobility in his final years. Parker was married to Kelly Crockett Parker for over 35 years, residing in Loveland, Ohio, near Cincinnati. They had 3 children, Dave Parker II, Danielle, and Dorian, while Parker had 3 others from a prior marriage to Stella Miller Parker, 1974 to 1980, per Hindustan Times. His 6 children and several grandchildren were central to his life, with family attending the 2023 renaming of Borden Street to Dave Parker Way in Cincinnati, per the Cincinnati Herald. Parker's bond with teammates like Willie Stargell and Eric Davis was strong, with Davis advocating for his Hall of Fame induction in a 2019 MLB Network documentary, saying, he should be in Cooperstown. His involvement in the 1985 Pittsburgh drug trials strained relationships with some fans, who hurled insults and objects, per MLB.com, but Parker's community service and candor helped rebuild his reputation. His larger-than-life personality, evident in quips like, "I'm a David," and "I'm a star," when wearing a Star of David necklace, per the Washington Post, endeared him to peers and fans, who celebrated his authenticity on platforms like X. In early 2025, Parker lived in Loveland, Ohio, in a comfortable home with Kelly, surrounded by family and baseball memorabilia, reflecting his storied career. Despite Parkinson's, he maintained an active lifestyle, cycling and golfing to manage symptoms, as noted in a 2025 Times of India article. His diet focused on health-conscious choices, likely low in processed foods to support his condition. He drove a practical vehicle, possibly a sedan, suited to his quiet suburban life, though specifics are unavailable. Parker's hobbies included watching baseball, mentoring young players, and spending time with grandchildren, who brought him joy, per family tributes. Socially, he remained connected to Cincinnati's baseball community, attending Reds events and the 2023rd Street naming ceremony. His work with the Dave Parker 39 Foundation kept him engaged in Parkinson's advocacy, hosting fundraisers and sharing his journey to raise awareness. Despite mobility challenges, he prepared for his Hall of Fame induction, telling MLB Network, "I've been holding this speech in for 15 years, reflecting his anticipation." Parker's philanthropy centered on Parkinson's research through the Dave Parker 39 Foundation, launched with Kelly to fund studies and raise awareness, per Times of India. His 1985 community service, including donations to anti-drug initiatives, mitigated his drug trial suspension, showcasing his commitment to redemption. He supported Cincinnati's youth through baseball clinics and was honored by the Commonsville Community Council for his contributions, per the Cincinnati Herald. His advocacy for black athletes, navigating racial insults in the 1970s, inspired later generations, with fans on X noting his trailblazing role as MLB's first black $1 million per year player. Parker faced numerous challenges, a knee injury ending his football aspirations, racial hostility from fans, a 1978 cheekbone fracture requiring a hockey mask at the plate, and his 1980s cocaine use, which impacted his performance and Hall of Fame candidacy, per MLB.com. His 2013 Parkinson's diagnosis was his greatest hurdle, yet he managed it with natural therapies and advocacy, per Hindustan Times. His 15-year wait for Hall of Fame induction, peaking at 24.5% on the writer's ballot, tested his patience, but his 2024 election validated his legacy. Parker's resilience, evident in his comeback with the Reds and his fight against Parkinson's, defined his character. Dave Parker's legacy as the Cobra is one of brilliance and bravado. His 339 home runs, 2,712 hits, and .290 average, paired with 2 World Series titles and the 1978 NL MVP, secure his place among baseball's greats, per Baseball Reference. Inducted into the Pirates, 2022, and Reds, 2014, Halls of Fame, his 2024 election to Cooperstown with Dick Allen marked a triumph, though his death prevented his attendance, per the National Baseball Hall of Fame. His influence extended to hip-hop culture, with his swagger inspiring artists, and his throws, like the 1979 All-Star Game assists, remain iconic, per Sporting News. Parker's death on June 28, 2025, prompted tributes from the Pirates, Reds, and Athletics, with MLB's Rob Manfred noting his courage and leadership, per ESPN. Survived by Kelly, 6 children, and grandchildren, Parker's legacy endures through his family, foundation, and music, with songs like And the Beat Goes On, by The Whispers, unrelated to Walter Scott, evoking his era's spirit. His story, covered by outlets like the New York Times and App News, inspires resilience and excellence.